On Sunday, May 22, 2011, an EF5 multiple vortex tornado hit Joplin, Missouri, devastating many, but also changed things in Joplin for the better. Join me as we look back at the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Joplin tornado. Before the tornado, Joplin health officials developed a plan for simplifying healthcare delivery and reimbursement in emergency circumstances. This system enabled healthcare providers to continue providing care when traditional systems were overwhelmed, and it ensured that responders were compensated in a timely manner. According to the plan, providers instructed dialysis patients to create an emergency 3-day care plan, which they were told to implement following the tornado. On the day of the tornado, about 5,000 people showed up for the Joplin High School graduation ceremony. Many people just went on about their day like any typical Sunday, not knowing or expecting what was to happen that day. The same night of the tornado, Governor Jay Nixon deployed the Missouri National Guard citizen soldiers to Joplin. Right after the tornado, emergency responders began search and rescue efforts. The Missouri State Highway Patrol also sent dozens of troopers to the area. After the tornado, NIST sent 4 engineers to Joplin starting on May 25th and ending on May 28th. The purpose of this was to conduct a preliminary reconnaissance of building performance and emergency communications during the tornado. Based on the data collected, NIST Director Pat Gallagher established a research team to proceed with a more in-depth study of the effects of the tornado. They developed 16 recommendations for improving how buildings and shelters are designed and built, as well as maintained, to improve emergency conditions. The Joplin tornado was the second EF5 tornado to strike Missouri since 1950, the 7th deadliest in U.S. history, and 27th deadliest in world history. It reached a maximum width of just over a mile, winds peaked at more than 200 miles per hour. The tornado damaged or destroyed everything within a 6-mile path, including 553 business structures, 7,500 residential structures, 3,000 of which were almost completely destroyed. In total, it was around 8,053 structures. The tornado also killed 161 people, which made it one of the deadliest U.S. twisters since 1953. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, also known as DHSS, activated PHEP-funded State Emergency Operations Center and Emergency Response Centers. They also deployed the state's mobile medical unit, which established a 24-bed emergency room that treated 157 patients, as well as taking 713 victims to 42 hospitals in 4 neighboring states, taking care of 870 injuries out of just over 1,000. The state provided a variety of services that ensured health services were available and residents had access to them. Local health departments leveraged existing partnerships with health departments in other states to provide mutual aid services, such as supplying and administering tetanus vaccinations to responders and residents, and notifying neighboring states of incoming evacuees from the Joplin area. PHEP-funded behavioral and mental health professionals were to provide care at family assistance shelters. The health department also conducted door-to-door checks on residents and addressed medical needs. With the damage done, losses were approaching $3 billion at $2.8 billion, making it the costliest tornado on record. Some people felt that after the tornado, many people became scared of it happening again, which resulted in students not showing up for school on days with bad weather. Instead of being survivors and being resilient, we seem to become fearful. Others think that it gives us a common bond, and we learned how to be more supportive of one another. The tornado also changed Joplin physically by making us rebuild rundown areas of the town, making Joplin more modern. It also made us realize we need to be safer, and we did this by adding safe rooms to buildings when rebuilding. We also handle emergencies different. People pay more attention and don't get as mad when their shows are interrupted for weather updates. I hope this was informative for you. Thank you for going back to the near past with me to look back over the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Joplin tornado.